Hey, welcome back. So this is the fifth exercise for understanding curve. Here we will be making this air intake. So let's go ahead and get started. For step one, let's go ahead and make a copy of this document right here. And for step two, we are going to go ahead and start creating these curves. So let's go ahead and find this bridge curve feature and let's try it out. So first we want to orient this object to see our left side. The bridging curve feature is under the helix, or this section right here. So go ahead and click on this. And for our first curve, we are going to select this line of this edge and then this edge point here on our top block. Now we click on second side, we go down to our gray box, and let's go ahead and click on this line here. As shown, we click on the line. And we'll be doing this for all four sides, or all 8 corners, 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom. And they'll all have the same values of magnitude 1 and bias 0.5. So we can manipulate these curves using these icons right here, but we'll stay away from that. All right, so now we click the check mark and we go on to our next slide. So here's our first side. We select the same features, the line on the edge, and then the line down here. This is now step 3. And I misclicked. I had to click on second side, and there it is. We have our connection, and we click accept. So that was step 3. Now for step 4, we rotate our object. Well, we don't really have to right now. Let's just zoom in, begin our bridge. That's our first side, our second side. Go down here, click this line, and notice we have our third curve selected and created. So let's click the check mark. Now for step 5, we're rotating our object. So now we're connecting this corner to the bottom corner. So bridge curve. I select my line, my dot, zoom out, zoom back in. Oh, gotta click that. And there it is. And hit that check mark. Now for step 6, we are going to loft our feature. Notice that we will be seeing some gaps right here, but we'll go ahead and fix that by the end of this. We'll be making this look very smooth. So we click loft. And notice that we are clicking on the faces for the bottom side of the top item. So let's go ahead and rotate this object, click on this bottom face, and then we click on the top face of the gray object. And our loft has been created, but let me just go back right there. And we do want to click on add, and then merge with all. And let's stay on this box right here. We're going to add a few more features. So in this situation, we are clicking on guides and continuity. So right here, guides and continuity. And let's click on all of these curves. So notice as we click, we do fill in those gaps and we provide better definition. So go ahead and click on the check mark, and there it is. For step 8, we're just hiding the curves and renaming the object. So let's go ahead and rename this part 1 to be air intake. And now we're going to hide these curves right here. Now for step 9, we're applying a fillet feature, or a fillet feature. I'm getting hungry. So let's go ahead and click on fillet. And we are clicking on all of the edges. And we are rounding off these edges. And we do want to have a 0.5 inch radius, so we're good to go right there. We have circular selected, tangent propagation, and this looks good to go. So let's go ahead and hit that check mark. By the way, let's check our before and our after, and that is smooth. Now we're using the shell feature to hollow out this entire item and we'll allow some air to flow in. So let's try this out. So I'm going to zoom in, click on shell, my first piece, and then my second piece down here. So we're just clicking on the faces and that's it. For step 11, all we have to do is just click on air intake and then click on mass properties and go ahead and check your response and do the self-check. Thanks for watching.